You wake up early, not because you have to, but because your mind will not stop racing. Bills, responsibilities. That quiet question in the back of your head, am I ever going to feel financially secure? You check your bank account, it's not empty, but it does not feel like enough. And then you open social media. Someone your age just bought a car. Another is on vacation in Greece. Someone else is celebrating a promotion. And just like that, you feel behind. Everyone thinks being rich looks like this: fast cars, luxury vacations, perfect lives on social media. But what if I told you that the people who are actually getting rich do not feel rich at all? They are not posting, they are just winning quietly. Today, I'm going to show you a few signs you are secretly getting rich, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. Because if you miss these signs, you might quit right before it all pays off. Let me tell you about Daniel. He had no fancy job, no viral success, no lottery moment, just someone who decided to do things differently. He makes decent money, but instead of upgrading his life, he creates space between what he earns and what he spends. While others spend first and save what is left, he saves first. That gap is not just sacrifice, that is freedom in progress. Daniel does not chase quick money. He does not believe in get-rich-quick schemes. No jumping from trend to trend. Just one boring habit: investing. Every month, even when the market drops, even when it feels pointless, because he is not playing for this year. He is playing for the next 20. Then one day, life happens and his car breaks down. 5 years ago, that would have made him panic, but right now, he just pays for it. No stress, no debt spiral. He handles everything smoothly. That is a sign that he is not just surviving anymore. So, this is a sign that shows you have built breathing room. Daniel gets a raise unlike most people. He does not celebrate by upgrading everything. A new house, a new car, new personality unlocked. With Daniel, nothing changes. His lifestyle is the same except that money flows into his future. That is how wealth sneaks up on you. A small difference in your finances should not change your lifestyle. It should give you a chance to tap onto your future. At some point in life, something shifts. You stop looking sideways. Your friend buys a $60,000 car. You're cool and chilled about it. But you're not impressed anymore because you see what most people do not: a lot of rich lifestyles which are just expensive illusions, and you are done chasing them. Daniel used to think about money all the time. Standing in line at the grocery store, he would calculate the total before it even showed up. At lunch with friends, he would quietly worry, can I afford this? Even at night, lying in bed, his mind would replay numbers over and over. But then something changed. Not his income, not overnight success. He just put in systems that channel money to his future. Now, every time he gets paid, a portion automatically goes into savings. Another portion gets invested. His bills are already scheduled, so he has no decisions, no stress, no second guessing. After taking all his measures, when he is now out with friends again and the bill comes, for the first time, he doesn't do the math in his head. He just enjoys the moment. That is when it hits him. It's not that he is rich. It is that money is no longer controlling his attention. You can stop thinking about money all the time. Not because you have millions, but because you built systems. You have automatic saving and automatic investing. Your money runs in the background, so your life can run in the foreground. This is where it gets interesting. Daniel starts doing something different. He starts buying back his time. He pays someone to clean his apartment because those 3 hours on a Saturday, he worked on a skill that earned him extra dollars. He orders groceries online instead of walking through crowded stores for an hour and ends up impulse buying. He takes a slightly more expensive ride instead of 2 long bus connections just to get that extra time back. Daniel starts saying no more often. No to meetings that don't matter. No to plans that drain him. No to things that do not align with his life. And instead, he creates space, time to think, time to breathe, and time to actually live. Now, let me ask you, how many hours do you lose every week doing things you hate just to save a little money? Would you rather save $10 or save 2 hours of your life? If your time is limited, why are you spending it like it is not? Because Daniel realized something most people do not. Money is important, but it is not the most important thing. Time is, because money can come back. But once time is gone, it is gone. And finally, the scene of the biggest shift, Daniel stops saying, I can't afford that. Because that sentence keeps you stuck. It makes you feel powerless, like life is happening to you. Instead, he starts saying, that is not a priority right now. Same person with the same bank account, but a completely different mindset. Daniel's in now control of his finances. He is not blaming the economy. He is not blaming his salary, and he is not blaming where he started. Instead of excuses, he makes decisions. Daniel's friends invite him on a last-minute trip. Flights, hotels, eating out, which is going to cost a lot. Old Daniel would have said, I can't afford it, and still gone anyway, putting it on a credit card, dealing with the stress later. But now? He pauses and says, honestly, it is not a priority for me right now. No guilt, no over-explaining, because he knows what his priorities are. Paying off his debt, investing for his future, and building freedom. A week later, nothing in his life looks different on the outside. But internally and financially, everything has changed. He has no stress over any impulse spending, no regret and no financial hangover. That one shift does something powerful. It forces you to choose what actually matters. It turns spending into a conscious decision, not a reaction. It reminds you that you can afford many things, just not all things. Here are the 8 signs to look for and confirm that you are secretly getting rich. 1. You live below your means. 2. You think long-term, not short-term. 3. You have a financial buffer that is savings/emergency fund. 4. You earn more but do not increase your lifestyle. 5. You stop comparing yourself to others. 6. Money no longer dominates your thoughts. 7. You value time more than money. 8. You take ownership of your finances. Because the truth is, we do not have a money problem. We have a priority problem, and the moment you take ownership is the moment your money stops controlling you and starts working for you. There is no dramatic moment, no sudden explosion of wealth. Just small decisions, stacking on top of each other. And one day, just like Daniel, you look around your life and realize you're not stressed about money anymore. You're not trapped. You now have financial freedom. You know what the craziest part is? It never felt like Daniel was getting rich. So if you see even one of these signs in your life, do not stop, because you are closer than you think. The closer you keep listening to the next financial level, the easier your financial life upgrades and you get to the next level. So subscribe and let us do this together.